Leonardo DiCaprio's reported new girlfriend caught up in a new photo controversy as Blake Lively fights back against the revealing images sweeping the internet.
Today, we're diving deep into one of the most crazy rumors in recent celebrity history. Leonardo DiCaprio, the iconic leading man known for his environmental activism and blockbuster hits, is said to have revealed the unspeakable, jaw-dropping things that Blake Lively did to him during their brief, yet intensely scrutinized relationship. Can you believe it? This is the kind of story that makes you question everything you thought you knew about Hollywood love stories. Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2011, when DiCaprio and Lively first ignited public interest, their romance was the talk of the town.
And I think that the Justin and Blake stuff is, I think it's a big PR game.
Paparazzi captured every laugh, every tender glance, and every red carpet smile. In the beginning, it was all fairy tale glitz, a whirlwind, romance that had fans swooning and tabloids speculating about the future of this high-profile couple. DiCaprio, with his signature charm and box office allure, seemed to be the perfect match for Lively, who at the time was already making waves. As a rising star with her effortlessly cool vibe, the media buzz was electrifying.
Now he decided to flat out release the scene in question, basically the climax of Blake Lively's abuse lawsuit.
And for a while, the story of their love was the ultimate Hollywood fantasy. But as the saying goes, not everything that glitters is gold. Rumors began swirling about what really went on behind those glitzy premieres and meticulously curated social media feeds. According to multiple insiders, the relationship was far from the dreamy romance the public was led to believe. Whispers started to emerge suggesting that behind closed doors, Blake Lively wasn't the demure, all-American sweetheart she appeared to be.
Had there been these horrible things, and had there been these horrible text messages, had there been this horrible information, that stuff would have been put out there too.
Instead, some claim she was manipulative, even downright controlling, trying to dictate everything from DiCaprio's social calendar to his personal decisions. Leaked voicemails and off-the-record conversations reportedly hinted at a woman who, beneath her glamorous exterior, was orchestrating a kind of personal coup that left DiCaprio feeling cornered and, frankly, betrayed. Now, let's talk about those leaked details. Imagine getting a snippet of a voicemail or overhearing a whispered conversation in a Hollywood backlot.
Is direct it and edit it and produce it. I want all the roles for me and only me. I want full control because I am a controlling bully.
That paints a very different picture from the sparkling image on magazine covers. That's exactly what some sources allege happened. They say that DiCaprio, usually a model of cool professionalism, was caught in a tempest of manipulative tactics and secret power plays by Lively. These aren't your everyday squabbles. We're talking about a calculated effort to control one of Hollywood's biggest names. Every new piece of evidence, every supposedly leaked message, and every hushed conversation adds another layer to this scandal.
I defend Justin Baldoni in this lawsuit with Blake Lively because I think she's horrible and she's made up this whole thing because she tried to steal his movie.
Transforming it from a simple breakup into a saga of betrayal and exploitation. And if you think that's all there, think again. One of the most controversial aspects of this story is the undeniable age gap that always seems to follow DiCaprio. Throughout his career, he's been known for his penchant for dating younger women, a pattern that has never been far from the public's eye. With Lively, who was in her early 20s at the time, this relationship fit right into that narrative. Critics and fans alike have often questioned whether this pattern was simply a matter of personal taste, or if it hinted at a deeper, more unsettling dynamic.
So they filmed May to June, then shut down for the strike, and then they were down until January. But I think that the strike lifted in November, but then she had all these return to work.
Was Lively, with her youthful allure and calculated charm, just another piece in a puzzle of Hollywood's obsession with power and control? And does this relationship reveal a darker side to the glimmering world of celebrity, where every romance is shadowed by hidden agendas and personal manipulations? The drama doesn't end there. As more whispers emerged, the scandal began to draw in other names from Hollywood's inner circles. For instance, recent controversies involving high-profile lawsuits and public spats have added fuel to the fire. Remember the buzz around the legal battle with Justin Baldoni?
Against Justin is like, well, there's this financial consequence to everything in addition to the strike consequences too, right?
Although that saga stands on its own, the ripples it sent through. The industry have reignited debates about how power is wielded in Tinseltown. Some insiders even suggest that the very tactics Lively allegedly used on DiCaprio might have been part of a larger playbook. A playbook where control, image management, and even personal vendettas intertwine. It's not hard to see why this rumor has become a lightning rod for speculation. Every new celebrity controversy, every whispered remark at a cocktail party seems to point back to the idea that there's a hidden, manipulative undercurrent running through these relationships.
And now they're making light of it on SNL's 50th reunion show. So tonally, it does seem off, and I can imagine people just wanting to stay away from it. You're going to catch shrapnel if you get involved in this drama at this point.
And when you connect the dots, the picture that emerges is as scandalous as it is compelling. At the heart of this storm is the explosive revelation attributed to DiCaprio himself. Sources close to the actor claim that in a moment of rare candor, he let slip some damning details about how Blake Lively's behavior crossed the line from merely controlling to downright outrageous. According to these accounts, DiCaprio was fed up with the micromanaging, the backhanded criticisms, and the relentless pressure to conform to a certain image.
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story.
Imagine a man who has navigated the highs and lows of Hollywood, now seemingly pushed to his limit by someone he once trusted. The alleged comments were laced with bitterness, regret, and a palpable sense of betrayal. These revelations, if true, cast Lively in a new, deeply negative light, transforming her from a beloved celebrity into an embodiment of manipulation and entitlement. And let's be honest, this isn't just about one relationship, it's about exposing a pattern that many believe has become all too common in the cutthroat world of celebrity.
She wasn't doing well on the promo tour for the movie. It was very tone deaf. Her hair care line wasn't doing well. She was trying to sell booze while talking about domestic violence.
So what does all this mean for the future of these two stars? The fallout has been swift and unforgiving. DiCaprio, who has long maintained a stoic silence on personal matters, now finds himself at the center of a storm that could redefine his legacy. The scandal has ignited fierce debates among fans and industry experts alike. Questions are being raised about power dynamics, celebrity culture, and the often hidden costs of maintaining a pristine public image.
Justin says the war between himself and Blake really started in May 2023 when they started shooting the movie. He claims that she was organizing a takeover strategy.
Meanwhile, Lively's once impeccable reputation is under siege, with detractors pointing to every rumor, every leaked comment as evidence of a manipulative streak that undermines her credibility. It's a classic case of Hollywood's double-edged sword. The same star power that can launch careers can also lead to a very public, very painful downfall. And here's where things get truly unbelievable. While DiCaprio's comments were supposedly made in a moment of personal vulnerability, insiders suggest that they were also a calculated move, a signal to the industry that the era of unchecked manipulation is over. Some speculate that his revelations might even embolden others to come forward, to share their own hidden stories of control and deceit. Could this be the spark that ignites a broader reckoning within Hollywood? One where the polished facades of our favorite stars are finally unmasked, and the truth, however messy and uncomfortable, is allowed to come to light. The idea has set social media abuzz, with hashtags and heated debates cropping up overnight. The ripple effects could be monumental, potentially altering the way we view celebrity relationships for years to come.
I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaints, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence.
Throughout this unfolding drama, one thing remains clear. The world of Hollywood is not as pristine as it appears. Beneath the shiny surface of red carpet smiles and glamorous photo shoots lies a complex web of ambition, power struggles, and yes, even manipulation. The story of Leonardo DiCaprio and Blake Lively is a stark reminder that behind every high-profile romance, there might be secrets that the cameras never caught, and truths that are far more scandalous than any script could ever write. When you peel back the layers of this story, you're left with a tale of betrayal, control, and the inevitable clash between public persona and private reality. As the dust begins to settle on this latest Hollywood scandal, the implications are impossible to ignore. DiCaprio's alleged outburst has not only rocked his own image, but also sent shockwaves through the industry. Critics are now re-examining past relationships and questioning whether similar tactics of control and manipulation have been lurking beneath the surface all along.
And I think that we're all the pawns of it. And also that story I gave you, that's one where I've talked to them. I feel comfortable sharing that much.
For every fan who once admired the stars on the silver screen, there's now a nagging doubt. Is the Hollywood dream nothing more than a well-orchestrated illusion? And if so, how many more secrets are waiting to be exposed? Imagine the conversations in boardrooms and backstage corridors as industry insiders debate the fallout. Some argue that this is just another chapter in Hollywood's long history of scandal, a tale as old as time, where fame and fortune come at the cost of personal integrity. Others believe that DiCaprio's revelations could be a turning point, sparking a much-needed conversation about accountability and the real human costs of maintaining a flawless public image. The drama has also opened up discussions on the role of the media in amplifying these controversies. Is it the relentless pursuit of a scandal that drives these stories? Or is there a genuine need to uncover truths that have been hidden for far too long? And what about Blake Lively? Once celebrated as the quintessential girl next door with an impeccable sense of style and grace,
she states that Mr. Baldoni put his bare hands on her backside and said that he was trying to help her with her posture.
She now finds herself at the center of a maelstrom of allegations. The same woman who once graced magazine covers and captivated audiences with her charm is now being painted as a master manipulator, a role that seems worlds apart from the persona she carefully crafted. For many, it's hard to reconcile the image of a beloved star with the damning allegations that have surfaced. Yet, in a world where perception is everything, the scales have begun to tip. Every new piece of evidence, every whispered comment from an industry insider chips away at the carefully constructed narrative of Hollywood perfection. This is where you, the viewer, come in. Can you imagine the pressure of living in a world where every smile might hide a sinister agenda, where every glamorous moment could be a setup for a scandal waiting to erupt? This isn't just tabloid fodder. This is a mirror held up to the very heart of celebrity culture.
That Justin Baldoni, ultimately, by the time they got to the premiere, was mandated by Blake Lively to spend the night in the basement.
It forces us to ask tough questions about power, control, and the lengths people will go to protect their reputations. And as more details continue to emerge, the line between fact and rumor becomes increasingly blurred. It's a labyrinth of allegations and half-truths, where one explosive claim leads to another, leaving us to wonder, what is the real cost of fame? By now, you might be thinking that this story is just another Hollywood rumor, a fleeting piece of gossip destined to fade away. But consider this. In an industry where every personal detail is magnified 1,000 times over, even the smallest crack in the facade can have monumental repercussions. DiCaprio's revelations, whether entirely accurate or not, have the power to reshape our understanding of celebrity relationships.
And she was postpartum, so she was very offended by this. Now, Baldoni was a director of the movie, one of the directors on the movie, and he obviously therefore wanted the movie to be a success.
They serve as a stark reminder that behind every sparkling, red carpet moment, there may be a shadow of manipulation, betrayal, and regret. And isn't that a story worth exploring? As we wrap up this deep dive into one of Hollywood's most controversial tales, it's clear that the drama is far from over. Leonardo DiCaprio's alleged outburst has opened a Pandora's box of questions about control, manipulation, and the dark side of celebrity culture. Meanwhile, Blake Lively's reputation, once untouchable, now hangs in the balance as more insiders come forward with their own accounts of a relationship that was anything but what it seemed. And as more evidence, be it whispered allegations or leaked voicemails, continues to surface, the fallout promises to be both explosive and far-reaching. In the end, what does this scandal say about Hollywood as a whole?
First, about Justin to TMZ, saying that he had inappropriately asked her trainer about her weight because he had a bad back and there was a scene where he had to lift her up.
It reveals an industry where the glitter of fame often conceals a reality filled with personal strife and power struggles. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and ask whether the image we see on screen is all there is. For Leonardo DiCaprio, the alleged revelations mark a turning point, a moment when the truth, no matter how damning, can no longer be hidden behind carefully orchestrated public relations. And for Blake Lively, the road ahead may be fraught with more questions than answers, as the once sterling image of a beloved star now faces relentless scrutiny. So, as you mull over these revelations and weigh the evidence, ask yourself, what Is the real cost of fame? And how many more secrets lie behind Hollywood's dazzling facade? This isn't just a scandal, it's an unmasking of the hidden battles fought in the shadows of the spotlight. And one thing's for sure, in the ruthless world of Tinseltown, no one is ever truly safe from the truth. Can you believe this? Every whispered rumor, every leaked detail, adds up to a story that's as explosive as it is deeply unsettling. Stay tuned, because as more secrets come to light, this scandal may be just the beginning of a broader reckoning in Hollywood. The stakes are high, the players larger than life, and the drama, oh, the drama is far from over.